Congratulations to those of you who have completed all of Week 3's requirements. This week we learned about the role of private finance in EMDEs, its sources, uses, trends, and how other sources of finance can catalyze it. What were your key takeaways from Week 3? Here are a sample of your comments from the discussion boards. Anya, a recent economics graduate, wrote, "What struck me most this week was the growing body of research that confirms that sustainable investing through adopting ESG principles reduces risk and improves returns after 5 to 7 years. Godfrey in South Africa wrote, EMDs can no longer complain about scarcity of development finance. The capital is enough for such countries to meet their SDGs by 2030. EMDs must crowd in, not crowd out private investors. Adriana wrote, this week made very clear the importance of the quality of investments and how the environment has become such a high priority for investors. Alex from Ghana wrote, private investors play a key role in the growth and development of a nation and should not be marginalized during decision-making processes of a country's development agenda. 3141 Pi wrote, I continue to be struck by the investment and financing gaps that are huge. These are not being closed, and we can expect to doom attempts to complete the SDGs by 2030 unless something changes. What can be done to change this trajectory? Titch wrote, interesting readings this week on impact investing and blended finance really changed my perspectives on foreign direct investment. WT48 wrote, from my standpoint as a private investor, although I have put significant time and energy into urging my investment portfolio financial advisor to invest my money into EMDs, I'm also told that this type of investment doesn't exist or they're not recommended. I'd like some feedback from participants on how we can overcome this fear of investing. Monica in Germany wrote, having worked for years in risk management and seen many structured trade finance deals, my impression is that commercial investments into EMDEs go into projects that are often very similar, oil exploration, transport infrastructure. They do not focus on the development of a country. In addition, investors try to reduce costs to retain a larger share of the profits. Thus, they only invest in low-income countries when there are extremely high profits to be had. Josh Foster in USA wrote, crowding in private sector investing for public goods like infrastructure seems a great way to mobilize much needed capital to build otherwise unmet project needs. However, what are the limits of profitability that still would make some public goods and services untenable to provide this way? Wayo in Kenya wrote, the Kenyan government has been actively taking measures and implementing reforms to attract foreign direct investment. As a result, the country made remarkable progress in the Doing Business ranking published by the World Bank Group, gaining 16 places in 2017, 12 in 2018, and 19 in 2019. It is now ranked 61 out of 190 countries. Kenya has simplified procedures for business creation, shortened the term of processing, simplified the process to register property, strengthened access to credit and minority investor protections, and made paying taxes and resolving insolvency easier. We look forward to your continued active engagement in the course materials in Week 4 and beyond to complete the course and earn a certificate. Best regards from me, Julius Gwyer, and the rest of the course team.